My name is Scott Hildreth. This is my book story. So the first book that I ever published, Together on God's Mission, was a result of a PhD dissertation that I wrote at Southeastern. One of the goals that anyone could have who wants to write at all is actually have a book that comes out and has your name at the bottom of it. You can give it to your mom and she'll read it. So I was sitting in my living room, went to Amazon.com, put in my name or the title of the book in the search engine, bang, here comes my book up. I thought, man, this is great. Right under the book title, there's a hyperlink to the author's name. And so I saw my name there. I went to click on that. It took me to an author page, and I looked there, and it wasn't me. And there's another person. His name is Scott Hildreth, and had a whole list of his books. And he didn't write on missions or evangelism or church planting or anything like that. In fact, he wrote pornography. It's very graphic titles and images on the cover of the book. And I thought, this is terrible. What am I going to do here? So the graphic nature of the other Scott Hildreth's books were kind of a double crisis for me. On the one hand, it was this kind of author crisis, what am I going to do about my name? But then as I thought more about it, it was a kind of a real ministry crisis, because I knew that this book would be promoted, the missions book would be promoted in a way that many people would go search for the book. And my real fear was they'd search for my book, they'd find my book, maybe buy it as a textbook, but then the allure, the temptation, or the problem that comes with a whole other list of books with graphic names and graphic images could create a greater problem and a greater crisis for these guys and girls, pastors or seminary students, and that really began to bother me. And as I thought more about this, the book dilemma, it hit me, if people search my name and find his material, then the fact is that people who search his name can find my book material. And so I thought, man, can I write a book that was designed to help unbelievers or to help people who were struggling with pornography understand the difference that a relationship with Jesus can make in their life? There was a season, and there still are these moments when I search for my book and I realize it actually makes it on the list, so that if somebody is looking for pornography written by Scott Hildreth, who's not me, that my book shows up in that list. And every time I see that, I'm just thankful. And I pray that God would use that as a way to get his message of hope to people who are really struggling. They feel bound by a porn addiction or an obsession that just is controlling them, but they want to break free. I have transitioned to the point where I actually see that this is God's missionary opportunity for me too. In the beginning, it was kind of a crisis of existence, but now I think, God placed me as a missionary in this setting that gives me a chance to communicate the hope of the gospel to people who have a desperate need for it. My name is Scott Hildreth. This is my book, Bondage Freedom. Check it out.